Now this one I'm going to show you is the smaller version, and what I've done is, where am I? Right, yeah, smaller version. Now what we're going to aim for is 3 pieces like so. Now these can be used, cut out from A4 card. Now what you're going to need is 3 pieces of A4 card. There we go. Those are my covering pieces. I'll get to that in a moment. Now the first piece, which is your base, is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. And what you'll do is you will score, let's just move my scissors, at, ever so easy, you will score at 2 5/8. So straight down, turn 2 5/8 again on each 4 sides. So that now is your first one. So you got 9 squares in there. So put that one to there. Then your middle piece will be 7 5/8 by 7 5/8, and you will score that one at 2 1/2 inches all the way round. Again, turn once, 2 1/2 inches. Turn again, 2 1/2 inches. And the 4th side, turn again, 2 1/2 inches. Again, you've got 9 squares. And then your third piece is 7 inches by 7 inches. And these you will score at, oh, let me work it out, 2 1/4 on all 4 sides again. Like so. Now that is all the scoring for now. So we can put that away. Now what I tend to do now, before I do anything else, is I will now cover, this is my main piece, turning it over, because that's where I've scored into it. So I'll turn it over, and I'm going to cover my piece of paper, my piece of card, with my paper that I'm using for the outside. So that's the inside of it, that's the outside, and I'm covering. Now what I will be doing is, I'm going to use tape in this instance, and I'm going to use some white tape. You can use whatever tape you like. Now if you go to on the inside of the score line and get it as tight or as close as you can to the score. Oh, sorry, I've misplaced my blade now. I'm going to have to be careful. There it is. Hold on. Just cut that off like so. And again, same that side. You'll understand why in a second. Going on the inside of the score line like so. And again, I'll just cut that tape off there. Now I don't know whether you'll pick up, but my score line is there and I've got the tape quite close to it. And again, I'm going to have to do these 2 pieces here, which is where scissors will come in. Again, as close to the score line as possible. And just put that down. Same there. And then also the same on these 2 outer pieces here. So just cut that off there. Like so. And like so. And then the other side. side of that score line there. I'll show you on this one and then I'll come back after I've done the other two. So then, okay, stab myself in the meantime. Just take all the backing off, which I'm sure you know how to do. And if any of you have watched my videos before, you know I really am a messy crafter. So I will apologise now for people who are really neat crafters, because I'm not one of those. Everything goes everywhere with me. Now what I have done, right, that's all tape off. This piece of paper is obviously bigger than this, purely so I can just get it in and make sure everything's covered. So just pop that down, rub it all into place. Now what I'm going to do now is, you can use blade, scissors, or even your trimmer. Where your score lines are, you can see them. What you're going to do is take off each of the corners, like so. If you cut on the score lines, so can you see? So all I've done is took off that corner. You're going to take all four corners off. But now, because you put your tape on the inside, your paper is solid and in the right situation. Then all you need to do is just trim off the excess paper, and your paper's all in line, nice and neat. So if you carry on and do all four corners like so, and I've just made a little mistake there, please try not to do that to yourselves, but we can hide that afterwards, like so. And then again, just trim off the paper. Do you know, I forgot to do that edge. How silly of me. And I bet you've done that on all four, haven't I? So don't make that mistake like I've just done. When you put your tape on, don't forget to tape these edges here as well. Silly mistake, but hey ho. That's me all over. That's because I'm rushing. There you go. And then just tidy that piece up there. I can't believe I didn't put the tape in there. Let's sort that out. And so that is your base piece. Now you can, if you want, keep these for different projects. I normally keep them for matting and layering, ideal. So that is your first one, and because this is all scored, when it comes to it, actually, you know, we could turn those into little pockets if we wanted. There's a thought, guys. Just for an idea. So that is your first part of the box. As you can see, they all fit nicely together. And then we will be making a box lid, obviously. So I'll come back once I've done. You'll do the exact same with these two pieces. Turn them over, do the taping, and don't forget these edges, unless you want to turn them into little pockets, which we can do. If you're going to turn them into little pockets, use the very thin tape, the 1/8 tape. This one, hold on, where is it? Just there. Is it 1/8? Is it classed as 1/8, this tape, rather than this one? You see the difference in the depth wise. And we could actually turn these ones into little pockets if we wanted to. So there's an idea. Talk about winging it. And again, I've done the pieces of paper, because it's paper and not card, hence why I've cut it just, it's about 1/8 of an inch all the way around bigger, just to make sure it fitted on. So I'll be back once I've done mine. Back in a mo. Right guys, right, I'm back. So what I've done is exactly like I explained. These are all now covered, all three pieces, and they're folded up. So now they'll sit inside of each other, and we've got basically an exploding box. They're not stuck down yet. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So now what we need to do, a couple of things. Number one is a box lid. Number two, also to cover these 4 pieces here. So we'll put that to one side. Now what I've done is, because I used the 12 by 12 piece for the coverings, I've cut some pieces here to go on here. I've cut it slightly short, and I did mean to. It wasn't an accident, it's only a fraction actually, if anything at all. Purely because what I am going to do is, once they're stuck into place, I'm not going to bother with the bottom centerpiece, I'm then going to distress ink it around the edges. So that'll give it a nice look. So all I'm going to do is grab Old Faithful, oh excuse me, ATG, and just give it a quick blast, she says, and I'm hoping, we should be alright. Oh look, see, I told you I'm a messy crafter. And I'm really hoping this is videoing, because yet again, you know what I'm like. Here we go. So let's just pop that into place like so. So I'm not too worried about sitting. Do you know, that's not even, oh look here, and I bet you've stuck that down. Yeah, I have. So what I'll have to do is do a bit of cosmetic surgery on it. Just fold that back, and then, thank God for distress inks. No wonder Tim Holtz is my god. Hello Grace. Grace, by the way guys, is my German Shepherd pup, and she's the grand old age now of 7.5 months old, and she's gone now, and she's absolutely gorgeous, and she loves coming into my craft room and pinching bits out of the bin. Right, let's see if I can get this piece straight, shall we? I suppose it would help if I put my glasses on. No, oh, look, I was going to skew whiff again then. Right, so that's number 2. Here comes number 3. Now, as for the lid on this one, because this is the small version of the exploding box, I mean, I will do the big version in the next video, which will be later on today. Tonight even. For those of you on card making tips on Facebook, I will not let you down. I will do my damnedest, as they say. For the box on this, the box lid, on this smallest piece, oh look, I've gone over the edge again, sorry, I digress, which is another of my failings. On your offcut, you will have a piece of card left over, which is big enough, believe it or not, to make your box lid. Which is great, because that means you're not using loads and loads and loads of card all over the place. So we'll just pop this one on. I won't distress it, because I don't, you've seen that many videos of people distressing. You don't want to see another one of me doing it. So, right, so that's covered. Not perfectly, not by a long shot, good lord. Even I can see that's not done very well. There you go, tidied up a little bit better. Ah, you know we said about the pockets? Well, I did it. I knew on this one, these are proper little pockets there. So, and that's on all 4 of them. So I'm going to make little tabs to go in there. Tabs, listen to me. So, once I've distress inked all those, and I will show you how to make a cake, by the way, to go in the centre of these. Again, it's not my idea, it's not my own thing, but it's the way I make them. So if you like it, use it. If not, find a template, you know, that you go with. So that's that bit. So now we're all covered, and we're all looking quite tidy to a certain extent. So now onto the box lid. Now, with your offcut from this piece, from your A4, you've got a piece left over. Now, you're going to cut this down to size of, let me just double check, 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. Then you're going to score at 3/4 of an inch all the way round. Once you've scored at 3/4 of an inch, you're just going to make a good old-fashioned box. And the way I tend to do it is cut on your score line up to the score line, those two ends there, and just taper those two edges there. It doesn't have to be a huge taper, just a little taper. Turn it round and do the same on the opposite edge. Again, up to the score line, on that score line, and taper the edge. Like so. I haven't took a lot off, you can see I haven't. Then fold it all the way round, like so. Then those two little tabs is where you're going to apply your glue. And if you look, once you fold it in, because you've tapered, you're not going to see the overhang. It's going to fit nice and snugly inside. So, again, for quickness, I'm just going to do a couple of bits of ATG, and it's only on the little tabs, guys, not on the long pieces. Let's see if I can get the ATG to work for me. Right, so that's that. And then just fold it in. Wet glue, I would suggest, is a lot better for this. Like so. So again, just fold it in. Like so. Right, and that is basically your box lid. Grab your box. See, once these are stuck down, it will be a lot easier. And then pop your box lid. Hold on, she says. Oh, come on, go over. There you go. And there is now your exploding box. Lift it off, and it will jump down and explode on you once we've got it all in situation properly. It's because we haven't fiddled about with it and faffed about with it enough. Now to cover it, what I've done here, again, because this was a 12 by 12 piece, these are all offcuts, this isn't a second piece. I've cut a piece here which is 4.25 by 3.5 inches. And what I am going to do is place that over there like so, and pop that into place, cut the edges. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. It's very simple. Just grab tape, do tape on all four sides of the top. I mean, you can do it anyhow you like it. I mean, you can use coloured card for the top of the box. It doesn't have to be matching. The choice is yours. I mean, I'm just showing you this quick. I hadn't actually planned to make another exploding box for a while, so this was just a quick throw together. So like so. Let me just take this tape off now. Can you reach it? Yeah, can you? Can I have coffee, please? So let's just take the tape off here. Like, little tip as well, if the tape doesn't want to come off, if you rub it a little bit, it'll warm up the glue, as it were, and then the top of the tape will lift off, she says, a lot easier. There we go. Like so. I don't know who I heard that from. I heard it a while ago. Where did I put that big seat? Look. Told you, oh, there it is. Leaning on it. So if we just place that, get it as central as possible, like so. Yep. Now, and we're going to do this. Yeah, okay. Give that a quick mitre, like so. I'm just going to eyeball it, to be honest. Like so. so, and you'll see why. Yep, that'll do. And then I'm going to put a bit of tape there. I'm literally winging this, so I'm hoping this is going to turn out alright. Like so. Again, let's remove this tape here. Fold that over there. Fold that one over there. I'm not worried about this looking like that. That really is a bit tight, isn't it? I should have made that a bit wider. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Oh, cup of coffee. Can't beat it. Now what I've done here is cut a piece from this one. As you can see. Again, these are all 12 by 12 papers. And it's the full 12 inches, and this is 3/4 of an inch wide, which is the same wide depth as this. Now I'm hoping that this will go, and I bet you it doesn't. How did I guess? I'm just going to be sure. Oh, look at that. I'm just a little tad short, so I'll cut another piece off. Or, in fact, hey, no, I know. Yeah, we're going to do a cheat, guys. I'm going to start it off in the centre there. Yep, okay. Let's grab a piece of tape. Pop that there, like so. Take that off. Grab this. Make sure it's in line. Again, I will be distress inking this. Have a look. I should have measured that properly, you know. Like that. Okay, there. Let's put a bit of tape there as well on each of the sections. Let's just pop a bit there and there, just for now. I will be having another piece on as well. Take that one off as well. Fold that round, keeping it as neat as possible, she says. I'll take this one off. See what I mean about being I'm terrible. Really, my husband despairs of me. He's a neat freak and I'm not. Again, as neat as possible. Take it round. We still need 2 more pieces. This is what comes of winging it, isn't it? There we go, that one there. Like so. There. I wasn't that short, but I was short enough. Oh, look at that. Hardly anything in it. Never mind. Because what I'm going to do is do a button or something there. Here we go. That does look untidy, you know. I'll have a play with that off camera. So, and what we would do as well is, now this is where wet glue does come into play. See, I haven't distress inked them yet. So we'd have all that done. Like so. Like so. Put it over. pop that in. Pop that in. There we go. So there is your box. Hold on, what's going on there? Pull that out a bit. There we go. There you go. So there is now your exploding box card. When you take the lid off, it will all explode out. And you've got the 3 tiers. So when we come back, I'll have all it ready to do the cakes.